Well, hello everybody, this is Uncle Louie coming at you after a long absence. Coming at you with episode 14 of the long-awaited return of the Uncle Louie's podcast. And yes, I know you're all very excited to see the return of your Louian, your Uncle Louie, your loyal Louian. Yeah, there's a lot of people here. Well, as you could tell by some of the background here, right there, I am at the, and pause for dramatic effect. I am at the beach. Yes, sirree, I am at the beach. And this is proving to be a pretty interesting, it's pretty much a vacation that I'm taking with my ma. But yes, we're here a couple days, just having a good time. Yes, Uncle Louie has vacations too. It's been a while since I've put anything up. It's just been a crazy last couple of weeks with just a lot of things, school stuff, tests, etc., those kind of things, just taking up a lot of time. But yes, we're finally back. Hopefully it'll be more consistent with the podcast, with kind of a next series, so to speak, a next section of episodes. Hopefully there will be many of them. I do hope so. I can never say for sure because life is uncertain and you just never know when something will or won't work out. But yes, episode 14. And this, just so y'all know, these next two episodes, episode 14 and episode the following, episode 15, it's going to be a two-part series. Basically going to be me here. Just going to split it up into two parts to get a couple of episodes in and to kind of fit the format of the 30-minute mark type of recording style that I usually do. And so, yes, this is going to be part one, which is going to be labeled episode 14. So, on today's podcast, we're going to talk about the ocean. Fitting theme, at least for part one. We're talking about the ocean and kind of all the meanings that it has. You know, the possibilities, so to speak, of what you can do and what kind of knowledge and wisdom you can gain. Sorry. Don't forget my tripod at home, so everything's kind of done by hand. But yes, the oceans, the beach, you know, basically the ocean. What can you, in a sense, do here? Like, what can you do to, you know, better see yourself, not just physically, but spiritually? What can you do to kind of re-energize? What can you do to kind of look inwards to yourself and find that little extra something that you need to kind of get, you know, refresh your mind, get back to your normal state, you know, get back, recharge your battery, so to speak. Well, one thing I will tell you is from my experience in coming to the beach quite, you know, over the years, is when it comes to the ocean and the beach, I think it's sometimes one of the best things to do is to just come down to the shore, go to the shoreline, and just sit there. You know, maybe, you know, if you want the cold water to hit you in the legs, then, you know, go near the water to hit your legs, etc., you know, get a little wet. Or if, you know, you want to be dry, then go a little bit higher on the shore so that the water doesn't reach you. But just sit there and really enjoy the moment. Be in the moment. You know, be conscious and aware of kind of where you are. Take note. And by that, you know, realize, not just because you see it, don't just assume, in a sense. I know it's gonna sound weird, but bear with me. Don't just assume that just by being at the beach, that you're at the beach. because at that point there wasn't enough time to really take in the fact, you know, kind of do a reality check in a sense. Like, you never really checked to see if you were at the beach, like truly, you know, like physically you might be there, but like emotionally, spiritually, you're not there. So sit down, you know, sit down, lay down, however you want. Just, you know, come close to the beach. Let the water either touch you or don't let it touch you, but be near it. And just take a moment, take a couple moments, heck, take a few minutes, heck, even if you want, you could do the whole hour. However long it takes for you to really connect with not just the idea, but the reality. You know, do that reality check and kind of tell yourself, I am at the beach, I'm here. You know, be present, be firm in the presence of the present. You know, a lot of people don't, at least some of the people that I know. I can't speak for all, I can't speak for a majority, I can only speak for the very few that I do know personally and I've talked to. But or at least not many of the people that I know, in fact, I don't think any of them really do that. They don't really become aware, like make a conscious, like make an actual effort to become aware of the fact that they're at the beach, and that, you know, to really connect kind of the energies of the water, the energies of the place, the atmosphere. You know, basically, for all you non-spiritualists out there, even though you don't have, just a disclaimer, you don't have to be a spiritualist to get what I'm saying. I just love playing with these words. But, you know, to put it in layman's terms, to just chill. Yeah, I know. Didn't expect that from Uncle Louie, to really know that kind of lingo, but yeah, basically, you need to do something so that when you do get here to the beach, you can turn off the work bug in your head and chill. Just chill, relax, let go of wherever it is you came from, and just relax. Or basically go into vacation mode. That's what I mean. That is exactly what I mean. You know, when I talk about becoming aware or conscious of being here, you know, just turn everything off mentally and emotionally from wherever it is you were doing before you got here. Turn it off. Doesn't matter right now. All that matters is that you're here, you're connected to the water, you're connected to the beach, to the atmosphere of the location. All your worries are gone. The only thing you need to worry about is how well you're gonna sleep, how well you're gonna rest, how well you're gonna recharge your batteries, because a lot of us come here to the beach to relax, to get away, listen to me, to get away, not run away, but to get away, get a break from, I should rephrase that, get a break from the difficulties and the almost never-ending chores of life that life has to give us. Some might have more than others, and some might have different levels of difficulties than others. You know, but we come to the beach to get away from it all, or to get a break. I'm sorry, to get a break from it all. Because we're not running. We're gonna face it head on. Because as you will soon learn, loyal Louians do not run away. We don't. There is either a strategic retreat, get a break, or we go head on. But no matter what, in the end, we go head on. That is what we do. That is what you will learn to do. Just go on ahead, progress, proceed forward. Become relaxed once you get to the beach, and then once you get back to work, get back to work. So that's kind of, and you know, I would understand if some of you had a hard time, at least in the end, getting to what I was saying and kind of understanding where I'm coming from. But that's basically kind of the introduction to the beach. to what you do here, what you're gonna do here, why you are here. You know, it's another thing to think about. Why are you here? Now, earlier I mentioned that some of us come to the beach to get a break from, also known as to get away from whatever it is we're doing, whether it be work, whether it be just projects, personal hobbies, our own, whatever it is we're doing, anything that has to do that involves using this and maybe using these, you know, your body, your muscle, your mind, working in some form or another on something that is necessary to get ahead, in a sense. Not that everything that involves work has to do with work, you know, whether it's a job or school, or you have personal projects, maybe you're a YouTuber, or maybe you're a musician, or maybe you're a computer designer, you know, your own solo designer, or whatever it may be. But work, that's what I'm talking about. You think of work. So, why did you come to the beach? That's basically what I'm getting at. Why did you come to the beach? Did you come to get a break from it? Or did you come to just for the sake of being here? Or maybe did you come to the beach as, in a sense, in response to a call? You know, I'll share this with you. I'll share this with you, loyal Louians. Personally, my reason for coming to the beach is because I'm answering a call. I'm answering a call. Call me crazy, call me very in tune with the energies and the frequencies and you know, the magic around us, the supernatural forces around us. I was called to the beach. Whew, it is getting dark. There, that'll be a little bit easier, man. It's getting dark quickly. But yes, I came because I answered a call. And it wasn't like an actual phone call where I pick up the phone, you know, swipe, answer calls like, hey, here's the beach, I'm calling you. No, nothing like that. It was very subtle. It just hit me. It just got into my system, in my body, that I wanted to come to the beach. Didn't know why. Not that I don't love the beach, because I absolutely adore it, but I don't really come here often. It's rare, maybe just once a year, and if at that. Typically, I just don't. You know, I have my reasons, but typically I don't really go out to the beach as much as I want to, for whatever reason it may be. Usually it has to do with timing and, you know, responsibilities of school and whatnot. So yeah, there's that. It gets in the way. It's a pain in the butt, you know. But we all have gone through it, or at least something similar to that. But yes, came here because I received a call. It's something internal, something deep inside that said, I want to go to the beach. And it's not like I heard or felt something else call to me, really, truly. It's more like it just got into my system from nowhere. And it's just got into my system, and I just decided, you know, 1 minute I'm normal, not thinking about the beach, and next minute I want to go to the beach. That's it. You know, you could say the rest is history because I'm already here. But yes, and you know, that's one of the things that you should really take into consideration when it comes to, you know, why you take your trips. Really think about why you're taking them in the first place. You know, most people would just say to get a break from life, but you live life every day. You don't get a break from life. You get a break from certain aspects of your life, but you can never take a break from life. That's called death. Just so you know, a break from life means death. I just want to point that out. I mean, I've held that in for many years, as I've heard people all throughout most of my life say, I want a break from life, and every single time I've wanted to tell them, do you know that means you want to die? that a break from life basically means death, or I guess getting into a coma to be more precise, comatose. Like, you want to go comatose? I don't think that's fun. I'd rather be alive. I'd rather just go to the beach. I'd rather just go to the beach, have some fun, relax, listen to the beautiful sounds of the ocean waves, and just become something more. Become aware with myself. Become aware of myself. Become aware of myself. Yeah. Sorry for all the movement. You know, it's just, it's so dark. I have to put it in certain angles to get it. Oh yeah. Hey, hopefully it'll get it here. No, it's too much. Nah, I just keep it here. It's a nice angle anyway. Hopefully you can hear me too. There we go. I want to get some of the beach. All right. Well, we'll keep it there. So, beach. The beach. Yes. For the first 15 minutes you had to look at my face. Now you can just avoid my face and look at the beautiful water, the beautiful shoreline. But yes, so aside wondering why we decide to come to the beach, you know, following that, you get into it. You do it. The action of doing something about it. You know, most people won't tell you this, but they usually never do what they really want to do. They never do what they even, like, a quarter of the things they say they're gonna do. Why? Because they're afraid. Because they love to make excuses. Because people love to complain. Love to complain. I am one of those. I am a complainer. I try not to be. I usually try to complain to myself, so to spare people of the pain of listening to my complaints. But yes, people are in love with complaining. Now Uncle Louie, what does complaining have to do with the beach? Simple. People always say they want to go to the beach, but never do. Now maybe eventually they do, and they go, but you have to listen to the whole year of work has been murder, school has been a pain, I can't do this because of this, I can't do this because of so and so and so, fill in the blank, I was too busy with blank, 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 you know, I couldn't do it because I had to blank, blank, you know, it's just excuses. And excuses breed complaints, and complaints breed everything, really. I mean, you could do a simple thing. You could do something so simple as get a cup of milk. Or better yet, so that I can become something more desirable in the general audience, a cup of water. Of clean, purified, clean water. Let's just leave clean water. Clean water. Something as a simple task as that could become an excuse for complaints, an excuse to delve into the inner roots of our minds and our, yeah, there's people passing by. Yeah, because it's the beach. It's the beach. Or how they say it on Spanish, la playa. But yes, people love to complain. Something as simple as getting a cup of water, it could turn into a complaint. For instance, or for example, I'll give you two. One is personal, and one is a combination. The personal one is just you talking to yourself. The conversation one is the one between someone else asking you for that. Personal one. I want a cup of water. You're lying down in bed, you want a cup of water, but you don't want to get up. So you don't. Then you wait a while, and soon enough, you find yourself complaining about the fact that you're thirsty, your throat's dry. I mean, million and one things. It just never ends. but you're thirsty, your throat's dry, you don't feel as good, you feel lightheaded. I mean, it just, the list goes on and on. When all you need to do to solve that problem was get your lazy butt up from that bed and get a cup of water. How hard is that? It's not hard. It's not difficult, but we love to complain. I myself have been prone to do that from time to time. Not as often within the past decade-ish, half decade or so, semi-decade, but I am not innocent from that crime of being too lazy to get a cup of water. Now here's the conversational example, or the example between someone asking you for that. So you got two people there. Let's say your best friend, right? You're at your best friend's house, and you're both chilling in your best friend's room, and your best friend asks, could you get me a cup of water? And I mean, we're under the assumption here that this is your like best of the bestest friend. You know their house, you're basically like family to their parents, and vice versa. Like, you're on good terms, like you're basically your best friend's sibling at that point. So your best friend asks, could you get me a cup of water? Your response, I don't want to, or I'm too lazy. Now I know that second one all too well. I personally believe it's best to say I don't want to and just give a straight answer, because personally to me there's nothing more infuriating than hearing I'm too lazy. You're too lazy. How are you breathing? Lazy people can't breathe because they're too lazy to breathe. They don't make the effort. That's why lazy people are supposed to be dead. Yeah, Uncle Louie is getting a little dark. Hence the mood around us. Oh, it's very dark. But yes, so you can see what I mean when I talk about finding any reason to complain, making excuses. Now, going back to the beach, because we are at the beach. Wait. Beach. Well, we're at the beach. We've covered coming here. We've covered asking ourselves why we're here. We've covered not making excuses, basically. Not making excuses. And the fact that human beings, among many other creatures, just enjoy complaining way too much and enjoy being lazy. Let's be honest. We all enjoy being lazy. Even if we don't like it. Because I don't like being lazy. But there's a part of my body, there's a part in everyone's body that enjoys it. Excuse me. So, next thing we're going to talk about. Hopefully you can see that because it's dark. Whoa. It's dark. Alright, let's get down to business. Alright, so we've covered all of that. Kind of the final thing on this first part that I'm going to talk about, that I want to talk about, is what are your feelings? What do you feel when you come to the beach? You know? Because for me, every time is different. There are no identical visits here when I come to the beach, whether it be at my location that I'm at, and those of you who know Uncle Louie outside of YouTube know exactly where this place is. Leave a comment down below if you know where it is, and drop a like and subscribe. I'll greatly appreciate that, loyal Louian, and you might get a shout out in the next video. Not the next one, but the one after the beach specials. But yeah, what do you experience when you come to the beach? What goes through your mind? What goes through your head? Is there some kind of memory that you associate this area with? Is there a particular feeling that overcomes you, that empowers you, envelops you, and its arms like a cocoon? Is there hatred behind it? Is there a spiritual reason why you visit these places, or why you make maybe a journey towards this place, towards the shores of the ocean, at least one of the shores of the ocean? Is it just to get away from work? Is it just to have fun? Just for the sake of having fun? Is there no reason? Kind of goes with the fun one. No reason, you just wanted to come here. Why do you come here? And we talked about that earlier, but not really why you come here. We already went through that. Yeah, we already went through that. But what do you associate while you're here? While you're here in this beach area, La Playa? What do you think of? What goes through your mind? What feelings do you have? I think these are pretty important when it comes to learning more about ourselves and who we are and what kind of people we can be, what kind of individuals we can be. What we've learned, kind of more of a self-reflection type of perspective, in a sense. How do we see the world? How do we see locations? How do we see environments? What do we associate them with? Who are we? What can you tell just from my answers? It's all these things that it's learning. You learn more about humans themselves from learning from yourself. You basically learn more about the essence of humanity by learning about yourself in depth. Don't be afraid to ask yourself questions. Don't be afraid to think out loud if you have to. Never be afraid to think outside that little box of yours. Because I know all of you are probably inside a box and you believe you're outside the box, but you're just in another box. To truly be outside the true box, it is a feat that is typically unattainable by most, if not all. But there are few people out there, few individuals or beings out there that can exist outside of that box of limitations. And it's not just the box of limitations themselves, but it represents more of like a metaphor. The box itself, the limitation of perspective, the limitation that you place upon yourself. So in order to get out of that, look inwards. You get a lot of famous religious figures that talk about that. Look inwards, look to yourself, look towards others. You can find the answers within yourself. But you have to be careful, because there are right answers within you. But because of what we're surrounded by a lot of wrong. We're surrounded by a lot of corruption, a warped illusion. Because let's be honest, what we see here is a warped illusion. If you want to get a little bit more in depth and philosophical here, we're gonna go into a little mini segment right now. But this is a warped illusion, or delusion. It's warped. Why is it warped, Uncle Louie? Because how do we know that this is real? You can feel it, you can touch it, you can smell it, you could taste it, you could, see it, etc. But if that were true, and if we could synthesize that, then couldn't we exist while not really existing? Couldn't we be somewhere without really being somewhere? So in a sense, it'd be fake. So how do we know this isn't fake? Get yourself out of that perspective. Don't place the limitations. Try to connect yourself to a higher being, a wiser, higher being. I'm not going to tell you in this episode how to do that. maybe in the future, in a future episode, if I get a request for it. If I don't, I will not touch up on the topic, because this is just a little extra, because I'm on vacation and because you are loyal Louians, and I know you all. It's been a while since you've all have seen anything or heard of me, anything from me, as in terms of the podcast itself. But yes, break out of that limitations, break out of the box of limited perspective. Try to see more, try to see beyond what is there, and not just beyond that, but really deep into it. Go deep into it. Open it up. Open up whatever it is you're looking at. Really see it. See it with every fiber of your being. See it with your, you can taste it, smell it, listen to it. Everything. The whole 5 yards. 6 if you're a unique individual and you have that extra 6, that 6 yard. Some of you might know what that means. Hopefully you all do. But yes, become in touch with that. So, with saying that, I will tell you this. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you comment on whether you liked it, you hated it, comment future episodes or comment what location I'm at. I'll give you a shout out in episode 16. And here is the challenge question for this part. And I think I mentioned it earlier, but I didn't call it a challenge question. Only you loyal Louians would know that was a challenge question. But here's the challenge question. What do you think or associate when you come to the beach? What do you think or associate when you come to the beach? And that is the challenge question for part 1 of this podcast, of episode 14. Like I said, don't forget to like and subscribe. And this is Uncle Louis saying, have a good one, and hope you enjoyed this natural decaying light effect called the sun setting and the night rising. Y'all have a good one. You take care.